natural channels of the waters. Never try to divert that. So India has been doing all these things in, when they were constructing Kishinganga Dam, for example. So India violated this treaty as well, this article as well. Article 6 and 7, these articles, they talk about exchange of data and future cooperation. So whenever there is, both, it is liable, it is, it is compulsory for both countries to share the, data, and this is very important for them. And future cooperation as well. For example, if they want to, collectively want to do something and carry out studies on the Indus Water Treaty, or they want to cooperate with each other. So this is these articles talks about. They have given some framework. So this is intended to ensure optimum development of the rivers. So it can happen when both states, they are sincere. Right now, both are not sincere with each other. We don't trust each other. So this is another issue. And cooperation and collaboration between the two countries. So Article 6 and 7 talks about cooperation and collaboration for exchange of data and future cooperation between these two countries. Article 7, the Article 7 of the Indus Water Treaty talks about future cooperation, as I told you before. This included the installation of hydroelectric, hydrologic observation stations, or meteorological observation stations on request and agreement on payment of costs, carrying out drainage works as may be required by either party, subject to payment of costs, and cooperation by mutual agreement in undertaking engineering works for the maintenance of the headworks. So this cooperation would come in the under Article 7. Article 7 to talk about if either party plans to construct any engineering work which would cause the interference with the waters of any of the rivers and which in a opinion would affect the other party materially, it shall notify the other party of its plans and shall supply such data. So this is basically this article deals with the data sharing plus and future cooperation whenever you want to cooperate on over some issue. Okay, so Article 9, this is very important article. Okay, please understand this. And Article 9 talks about the conflict resolution mechanism. India and Pakistan. Obviously, India is violating this treaty on many fronts. So whenever Pakistan want to discuss or whenever Pakistan want to resolve this issue, it has given some mechanisms. And according to these mechanisms, India and Pakistan, they are going to resolve their issues, for example. So Article 9 deals with the conflict resolution mechanism given in the Indus Water Treaty. For example, for example, India and Pakistan Permanent Indus Water Commission, for example. So there is a Permanent Indus Water Commission. It's a separate organization which has got some representative from both countries, and this is the first channel where both states they try to resolve their issues. So this is Indus Water, you can say, Commission, India Pakistan Permanent Indus Water Commission, and they try to resolve this issue through negotiations, through visits to the disputed areas. Number two, if they don't resolve this issue, then you have got to government to government dealing. India and Pakistan policymakers, foreign ministers, for example, they visit each other and they try to resolve this issue through negotiations. If they can't do it, then the third step is neutral expert, and neutral expert would be chosen on the advice of both states and on their consensus. So without consensus, you cannot have a neutral expert. And if neutral expert option is also exhausted, then you got a court of arbitration, and then you can take this issue to the court of arbitration, and the court would decide after analyzing that particular situation, after taking the data from the actual from the experts, and then court decide about any decision. So these are the four mechanisms which are there in the Indus Water Treaty. One, India Pakistan Permanent Indus Water Commission. Number two, if they fail, then you got governments, India and Pakistan directly, they try to resolve this issue. If they don't resolve this issue, then they hire neutral expert. And if the neutral expert is, unable to resolve this issue, then you take this issue to the court of arbitration. And a consensus is required to take this issue to the court of arbitration. So this is the mechanism. The Permanent Interest Commission, which I told you before, is very important. It is established under the Article 7 of the treaty, which talks about future cooperation. Has two commissioners appointed by their respective governments. So India appoints their own Indus, Permanent Indus commissioner, and Pakistan appoints their own. So they are basically experts, and they carry out frequent they analyze the situation, the water scarcity situation in both countries, and they serve as the regular channel of communication on all matters relating to implementation of the treaty. So they are the first, you can say, they are the first people, they are the first line of defense, you can say, whenever it comes to the resolution of any conflict. So they try to negotiate. The main task of Permanent Indus Commission or PIC is to establish and maintain cooperative arrangements for the implementation of the treaty. So this is very important. So they try to establish contact, and they try to resolve this issue. Secondly, they are there to promote cooperation between the two countries. And thirdly, they try to resolve questions concerning the interpretation of the application of the treaty, and to make tours of inspection. So they frequently carry out tours whenever any party try to come up with new project on these waters. So they frequently check that, and they try to resolve this issue. From Pakistani side, I think there was Syed Meher Ali Shah, and from the Indian side, K. Vora. They are the Permanent Indus water commissioners, and they try to resolve this issue, but so far they have been unable to do that. Then you got Indian plans for next 2 decades. Before we move forward, let me ask the participants if you are fresh, और थक तो नहीं गए तुम लोग?
सर बस करें,
काफी बस कर दें, बहुत ज्यादा टेक्निकल हो गया, मुझे लग रहा है मरने वाले हो गए तुम लोग। बेसिकली ये लेक्चर जो है ना बहुत हैवी लेक्चर है, और ये दिस इज वेरी टेक्निकल लेक्चर एक्चुअली। सो यहाँ पे इसको मैं रोक लेता हूँ, और इससे पहले कि तुम लोग दिमागी तौर पे ब्लाइंड हो जाओ। सो लेट्स हैव अ क्विक रिकैप, और इसमें मैं तुम लोग को बता देता हूँ कि today's lecture actually this is basically our essay, और इसको हम इतना कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली कर रहे हैं ताकि कि आपका essay भी तैयार हो जाए, और उसके बाद आपका पाकिस्तान अफेयर, करंट अफेयर और बाकी इश्यूज भी डिस्कस हो जाए। इसके अंदर हमने जो डिस्कस किया है, जिस तरीके से आपने इसको करना है, उसमें फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट द इंट्रोडक्शन, जिसके अंदर यू आर गोइंग टू टेल द स्ट्रेटेजिक इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ वाटर, और इसको आप ब्रीफली डिस्कस कर देंगे, ठीक है। और इंट्रोडक्शन में ये सारी चीजें आ जाएंगी आपकी, ठीक है, जिसके अंदर आप बता देंगे कि जी दुनिया में बहुत सारे जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं उन्होंने वाटर की जो इम्पोर्टेंस है उसको बहुत ज्यादा हाईलाइट किया हुआ। Then you are going to give an overview of the water scarcity in the world right now. उसको आप डिस्कस कर लेंगे कि जी पाकिस्तान for example and India, Pakistan, they are under the highly extreme जिसे water scarcity countries की जो list है उसमें आते हैं। Then you got another region like MENA, for example, Middle East and North Africa. They are also facing water scarcity. Just for examples, you can put their examples in it, and then you can talk about next 50 years. After that, you can also, discuss some, smart, you can say, projects which could be utilized to, overcome this water scarcity. तो इसको भी आप डिस्कस कर लेंगे उसके अंदर, और इसको अगर करना चाहिए तो नीचे भी किया जा सकता है डिस्कस लास्ट पे। उसके बाद पाकिस्तान की सिचुएशन पे आप आ जाएंगे कि व्हाट इज द सिचुएशन इन पाकिस्तान एंड हाउ एंड व्हाई पाकिस्तान इज फेसिंग दीज इश्यूज। तो उसके अंदर आप बता दें कि जी पाकिस्तान को जो पानी मिलता है वो इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी का, इंडस वाटर सिस्टम का पानी है, which originate from Lake Masroor and then it enters Pakistan. और उसके बाद इंडिया पाकिस्तान की जो डिवीजन है वाटर की, आपको पता ही है, ईस्टर्न रिवर्स बिलोंग्स टू इंडिया एंड वेस्टर्न पाकिस्तान। उसके बारे में फिर उसके बाद आप थोड़ा सा इंडस वाटर के जो सिस्टम है उसके बारे में बता देंगे, ताकि इट वुड गिव एन गुड इंप्रेशन ऑन द एग्जामिनर एज वेल, कि यार बच्चों को पता है चीजों के बारे में। इंडिया कैन यूज वेस्टर्न रिवर वाटर फॉर इरिगेशन पर्पसेस, और उसकी जो लिमिट है दैट इज अबाउट 1.3 मिलियन एकड़ फीट, ठीक है। और स्टोरेज के लिए अगर वो जो करना चाहेंगे तो उसकी भी लिमिटेड सी स्टोरेज है, 3.6 मिलियन एकड़ फीट। ये छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जिनको आपने ज़हन में रखना है, एंड यू आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस दैट इन योर एसे। उसके बाद वाटर रिसोर्सेज की पाकिस्तान के अंदर जो स्टैट्स हैं इनको आपने ज़हन में रखना है, ठीक है। 1947 में वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा थी, 5000 के करीब थी। लेटर ऑन इट श्रंक टू अबाउट 1000, जो कि थ्रेशोल्ड है। और उसके बाद बाय 2025 इट मे कम डाउन अगेन। तो ये वो सारी चीजें जिनको आप डिस्कस कर लेंगे। इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी की जो क्लॉजेस हैं बहुत सारी, इनको आपने फोकस करना है, इनके ऊपर पूछा जा सकता है, ठीक है। और इस पे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, स्पेशली आर्टिकल 9 which talks about conflict resolution mechanisms, जिसके अंदर इंडिया पाकिस्तान के परमानेंट इंडस वाटर कमीशन है, पीपल टू पीपल, गवर्नमेंट टू गवर्नमेंट बातचीत है, उसमें न्यूट्रल एक्सपर्ट है, एंड देन यू गॉट कोर्ट ऑफ आर्बिट्रेशन whose decision is binding on both parties.